EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Arnie's Place, Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, today it's second round coverage of Q School. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Some good names up there, including our leader. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round two. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about.
And that is into the front left bunker, one of four ringing this first green.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. From about 8 feet. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Okay, it's a bogey here at the first. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. We head now to the 231-yard par 3 second here at Bay Hill. This green tilts right to left, so you have to take that into account. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3.
Now, this is a shocking start. After the miss at the first, looks even worse here at the second.
And that is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe two. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And a glassy look to this putt as it works downhill with right to left in it.
Nope, didn't play enough of the break, and that'll be short as well. So that, safely in, it's a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo back at the fourth hole here at Bay Hill. This is the first par 5 on the golf course, 561 yards. You thinking birdie here, Frank?
No, you certainly are. Perhaps even 3. This is almost ramrod straight, little hazard down the right side. But a good one, you can certainly get home for 2. Oh, so close to being good, that second shot. But now, that tricky bunker shot.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to save bogey. 13 feet away. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And he's going to fall even further below par. This is a deceiving hole, the fifth. It's less than 400 yards. It's a 3-wood or a driver and a short iron in, and you're licking your chops thinking, I should make 3 here. But you're happy with 4 because there's all sorts of trouble from start to finish. Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
Another example there of the struggle today. Iron shots just not getting in close enough, and another difficult 2-putt.
Now this for birdie.
And this is when you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and that's going to keep him right where he is. Frank, the par 5/6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those 2 bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. Becomes very much a plotter hole, because even the layup becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. This would be huge from 30 feet away. Oh, what a par save that would have been. But instead, it scoots just by. Good putt there, though it is a bogey here at the par 5. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the 2nd, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, I think he expected that to be a little quicker down the slope, but not too bad. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he's going to stay right where he is. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
Wind pushing this one a little to the right. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now, a second here from 175 out. Uh-oh, that might not be enough. Yeah, that is into the water in front of this 8th green. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. 8-foot putt here. Oh, man, he can't believe it. What else could go wrong? Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of, but that bunker, 290 yards carries it, and yet again another hole that favors the long hitter. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
That is into one of the 4 bunkers that surround this 9th green. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall even further below par. We start the backside at Bay Hill with a par 4, 400-yard dogleg to the right. 2 bunkers through the fairway and 1 on the right. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, he's looking at 120 yards remaining to the flagstick. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Just 5 feet left. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. On to the next, the 438-yard par 4 11. Bending around the lake on the left, but if you go too far right, fairway bunkers are in play. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway just short of that second bunker, and it sits up, 6 or a 7 on.
Nice to hear something positive. That's the sound of the ball coming off the middle of the face as opposed to another bogey. No one wants to hear that all day long. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And in a sea of negatives so far, there at least a positive moment. Frank, 574-yard par 5. Scoring opportunity here?
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Bladed that one.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. This from about 10 feet. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. So a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. Well, despite only measuring 370 yards, this par 4 13th at Bay Hill is the #1 handicap hole. 2 fairway bunkers to the left, 1 to the right. And that green is protected by 2 more bunkers and water front and right. beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second, into the par 4. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Sizable putt from 16 feet. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he's going to fall even further below par. Pushing on, we come to the 215-yard par 3, 14th. Avoid the bunkers left and long here, and your chance at par certainly increases. Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. It just sailed past.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
It's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Well, scoring's been an issue so far. That's maybe being kind, but hey, that's a good tee shot right there. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. So that not his best, and this part of his game has been disappointing to say the least today.
It certainly has, and sometimes you just get too much going on upstairs. You know what I'm talking about. So you don't focus on what you need to do.
Oh, man. Boy, it's been one of those days. You think the golf gods are against you. Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. Back on the tee here at the 16th. Frank, lay it out for us. What's ahead on this hole?
Well, even though there's two bunkers, one on the left and one on the right, it's the shortest of the 4 par 5s. You can almost take those out of play and have just a mid-iron in here. But we all know what's coming up.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right. That's the danger of this back hole location. If you're not precise with your distance, you can run out of green in a hurry. Now a second to this par 3.
I can't sugarcoat it, but it's been a mash around the greens all day today.
Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here. Okay, out of the bunker and on to the green at last. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. We'll hit the stroke limit on that one. Frank, the scene of so much drama through the years, the 18th here at Bay Hill. What's the key?
That fairway is rather generous, but once again it pinches in around 320, 330 yards. You've got to be cognizant of that. And of course that green shapes to the right, so good tee shot makes that second shot a little bit easier.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. And not wanting to take on the water, that is struck a bit too firmly, and it is into one of the back bunkers here at 18. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard. So, Frank, this a very difficult Friday for our featured golfer. Nothing seemed to go right. And this is